So Frank, what are the key factors behind the slowdown and how can Thailand revitalize its growth?
Hi Ned, as what you said, many organizations already predict that Thailand's GDP growth will decline significantly. That includes Nasdaq because the organization already revealed that Thailand's GDP growth will reach 2% this year. According to the organization's latest report, Thailand's economy will reach 2%, but the second quarter growth declined to 2.8% from 3.2% in the first quarter due to non-agricultural sector slowdown, particularly in tourism. So headwinds including slowing tourism, whereas government expenditure and private consumption also slowed down. But there's good news there, inflation and of course farming sector still remain stable. One expert in economics told me that Thailand's economy slowdown stemmed from weakening tourism and exports.
GDP growth 2.8% year on year, as this says, lower than the expectations, I think due to two key reasons. The first one was a significant decline in export of services, mainly driven by tourism sector. The export of services declined from 7% in the first quarter to only 2.7% in the second quarter. And I think that tourism was the main factor regarding this decline. If you look at the number of tourists visiting Thailand have declined continuously since February 2022. And the decline was about 7 to 9% year on year each month. And if you look deep down into the data, you see that tourism from China declined the most by 30%, followed by those from Korea and Malaysia. And if you look, Russia and India continue to increase, but not enough to compensate the decline from China.
At the same time, the central bank policy interest rate cut also helped the economy to alleviate the pressure in the economy as borrowers have more cash flow in their pockets. But this policy will not necessarily help exporters.
Low interest rate being channeled into the lowering lending rate is a positive sign. This will not help reduce borrowing costs, I think, but also boost investor confidence in the central bank and the government commitment to cushion economic uncertainty. However, I think that the central bank should be aware of the potential risks that could be associated with too low interest rate, especially if it is channeled into deposit rate, as it could lead to the capital misallocation problem. So this is, I think, the central bank need to aware of. And the second one is lowering interest rate this time may not necessarily lead to exchange rate depreciation and help exporters.
Well, Thailand is facing imminent challenges in the economy. One economist say that Thailand still can boost its economy with huge chunk of possibility with its unique position in locations and infrastructure amid tariff wars.
I think for Thailand now, export, it's not about tariff now, it's all about competitiveness. It's all about production relocation, which is, I have good news to tell you. Regardless of whatever problems we may have, domestic political uncertainty, declining competitiveness, maybe the lack of, highly skilled staff, but we still see a shift of production diversification into Thailand. I think this is a new trend. We speak to a lot of our Chinese counterparts. They said now they're not sure what Trump is going to do or this administration going forward. So they set up facility almost everywhere, Latin America, in Thailand, in sometimes India, maybe India not so much now, Vietnam. So they're just hedging their bets because they don't know one day Thailand might get higher tariff than Vietnam. The other day Vietnam, some other day Vietnam might get lower. So they just putting it all over the map now. So in that sense, Thailand is benefiting from a flow of FDI.
So Thailand right now needs to maintain its unique position in the region with acceleration of innovation and deregulation in every corner of the landscape, because other regional peers right now speeding up structural reforms for its investors. And right now, to boost tourism is very important too with digital economy and the co-payment system. Right now, Thailand still has those opportunities to boost its tourism, no matter domestically or internationally, to propel its economy.